Okay, in this video, we're going to talk about how to set up your PDF sheets of your first floor, your section view, along with your material tags and two elevations so that you can submit this to the progress check Revit Start Simple House. This progress check is a way really to just double check to see how you're doing so far. The walls, windows, doors, everything in the right place. Is the roof correctly modeled and the like. So let's go ahead and get started with the assignment. So what you're going to submit, this is just an example of a submission. This is going to be the first floor, as you can see here, and we're looking to make sure that all the windows and doors are in the right place. So make sure all the dimensions are correct. We'll make a section view here, and we don't need a full section across the house, just a close section here. So we do typical wall section right here. And then this is what that section is going to look like. Looking to see that the floor system has been joined to the walls properly. If that's not the case, make sure you go back and take a look at the videos in the original assignment on how to do that, and that the sheathing and the siding is pulling down and it is over top of that sill plate area here, and the sill plate has been installed here, and that we also have created that TO foundation level as well. So it's all running down to that. Everything's cleaned up. Then we're going to go ahead and add all the notation to this. And the notation's going to be pretty quick and easy because the notation is going to be coming from all the information we put in when we built the walls. So that should work. Then we're going to get two elevations. We'll get an east elevation along with the sill height, and then also, I believe, a north elevation with the sill height for the side light windows and the casement. So that in a nutshell is what you're going to submit, and there is a rubric for that. You can take a look at that in Canvas. So let's just jump into Revit and we can take a look and see how this is done. You can see that I already have a section here, and if I double click on that section is set up the way that I want for this assignment. But let's just say that you don't have that. I'll just give a quick run through here on how to do that. So go to your View tab, grab that section tool, and I'm just going to again pull a very small window for a section. I'm going to pull the depth of that section back so I'm not cutting into the window, and then I'm going to double click on that view. Now this is going all the way up through the house, and in this particular house I also have a foundation already set up. So I'm going to go in and I'm just going to right click and hide that foundation because we're not looking at that. And we'll go ahead and pull down this house because I'm really focusing on the floor to wall relationship. I can go ahead and start hiding some of this other information back there as well. So I want to go over here, and first thing I want to do is actually two things. First, let's set that scale up. So I'm going to set the scale up so it's going to be like 1/2 inch equals a foot. So I have a little larger real estate here to play with. And then I want to set that fine detail up. Now I can see very clearly right away that my floor system is in the right spot. The oak hardwood flooring is above that level 1. My subfloor is running underneath of my wall. Wall system comes down and cleans up. Sheeting and siding run past. And then this is my dimensional lumber 2x6 sill plate. So what I should be able to do right now is start tagging this wall pretty simply. I'm going to find that material tag, which is going to be underneath the annotation tab. Come over here and grab the material tag button. And this is also in an earlier video, but we'll run through this again quickly because it is important. So I'll mouse over that vinyl siding. I'm going to left click, come up on a nice angle, left click, pull over, left click again. We'll do it again here. We're going to do the OSB sheathing. We'll come up, we'll do a left click, and start working your way up. Always keep those angles very, very close to being the same. And then once we get to the stud, and now we're working on the other side, I'm going to come back down here and start working my way up. So I'm going to come over here first, come up with an angle. There's my floor joist. We'll come down here. There's my 3/4 inch subfloor. There's my hardwood flooring. And then this is where I'm going to get the inside here on that gypsum wallboard. And again, trying to keep those angles very similar so that there's a nice uniform look to that wall. And coming down here, as this is coming down on the bottom side, we'll go ahead and grab that pressure treated lumber, come down and drop that over here. Now, if for some reason you go ahead and grab that pressure treated lumber and that does not pop up, you get something else in there. The pressure treated lumber here, or this 2x6 dimensional lumber, as you can see, you're not hitting edit type to get in here to work with any of the materials. The material change is right here. So it's underneath of material and finishes. So as soon as you select it, you can come over to the properties. You don't have to go here. You come down here and you just click on the style material browser. You can go in, you can duplicate, and then get it to say what you want it to. By now, you should have a good understanding of how to set up that description. But now you get to see where that description comes out. Makes labeling your work very fast and easy. Okay, so just something you can see the fruits of your labor there. All right, so let's just run into here. We'll take a look at that east elevation, see how that looks. And that's nice and clean and looking good. If your views are really, really, really far stretched out, okay, these things are way, way out here. Okay, that's generally how it is when you first start setting up a drawing. What you want to do is you want to select one of these lines, okay? And as soon as you select one of them, there's this light blue dotted line, okay? This is locking these all together. So then there's a little purple circle that occurs right here at the top of this level symbol. If you left click and hold and then drag that over, okay, you can go ahead and drag that thing over, keep taking it over, and then this thing should come into the drawing. Go ahead and let go of it. That's how you can bring all of your datum levels in. Now, once that's been set, you can drag over your crop view. All right, if your crop view is not visible for some reason, come over here and make sure that these little things here are checked. All right, so you want to hit crop view and crop region visible. It's over here in your properties. That'll pop up, and then you can go ahead and pull and adjust these by hitting those little round circles, pulling them in tight on what we want to look at here. Okay, so we'll go in, we'll take a look at, is it south? No, not south, it's north. North, there we go. And I can see north has been cleaned up as well. I can take and pull this over if I want this a little closer to what I'm going to look at. Okay, so there's our levels, they're looking good. I've got the sill plates for the windows dimension. So I know where the sills are going to be located. And same on here, both sill plates. All right, so now we're ready to go ahead and start PDFing. All right, so I jumped over here to my level 1, and now I'll go ahead and grab my file tool, come on down to print, and then as the print dialog pops up, we're going to look at this Adobe PDF writer. Just make sure that's selected. Now, as we come down here, it's going to probably end up popping out a single file anyway, but we're going to look down here to print range. We want visible portion of current window. We just want to work with what's on our screen. Then we're going to come down here to the setup, click on the setup, and as we come down through here, we're setting up the Adobe PDF. Here's letter, centers our placement, and then this is set to fit the page. At this point in time, I'm not going to be handling scale. We'll deal with scale as we go further down and putting things on sheets and the like. Right now, this is just to turn in so we can see what's going on with the project, okay? Sort of if you're going to send some concepts to a customer. So as we come down here, options, hide reference work planes, that's great. Hide scope boxes, hide crop boundaries, okay? The rest you can keep unchecked. Then we'll go ahead and hit OK and hit preview. Always, always hit preview. That's what it's going to look like. You can read all your dimensions. It looks great. Go ahead, we can hit print again, so it goes back to the print dialog, and then hit OK. That's going to go ahead and generate a PDF, and then you need to save this somewhere in your computer. So I'll just go ahead and do this. I'm going to make myself a new folder just to keep things nice and organized. All right. This is my progress. Jump this into here. And then make sure you name these too so that they don't get all befuddled. So here, Arc Simple House progress. And this is level 1. Okay, so I know what that is. It's going to send that PDF out, and it should actually open the PDF for me so I can see it worked. And there's the PDF. So I'm going to go ahead and get the rest of these pulled out, and then we'll bind them all together. All right, I'll just jump here into the section. I'll show you how to do the section 1 here next, and then I'll probably just get the rest done and then show you the binder. So with the section again, move in. So this is what you want to look at here. Hit view, or I'm sorry, hit file, come down to print. Move over as it pops up, Adobe PDF, visible portion of current window. Let's check the settings, make sure they're good, fit the page, centered, and that's all good. And then hit preview. Again, always hit preview. And that's what's going to pop up. Beautiful. Everything's readable. Print. And hit OK. Again, we're just going to name this thing. And this is going to my progress folder. And this is going to become section. And that's popping up, so I have those two now. All right, I'll go ahead and get the other two done and jump back into the video for binding. Okay, so I've gone ahead and I got the level 1 PDF. There's my section, the east and north elevations all taken care of. So let's go ahead and bind these four together so we have them in one file. So we'll come over here and hit combine files, and it just says add files or add open files. Well, I got the ones open. Let's open them up. There's east north section and progress for level 1. Hit add files. There they are. Now I'm going to want to just rearrange these a little bit. I want this one to be last, I want this one to be second to last, and then I want the floor plan first. So floor plan, then we have our sections, and then the elevation. So we'll hit combine, and it takes them and whips them all together into one file. So you know they're in one file because you can scroll down through them. And you can also come over here and check your thumbnails by checking the thumbnail image. If this isn't popping out, hit the little arrow, then you can jump in on the thumbnails. All right, so I'm just going to go ahead and hit save, save as, and I'll save this into my progress architecture folder. And this is, I'll just say here, all sheets. And we'll take progress, arc, simple, all sheets. And then, of course, student name. All right, and then that's ready to be submitted. All right, great. So hopefully this helps you get through the progress check, and then we'll keep moving on with cabinets and interior information, and then we'll get schedules, and then we'll get title blocks and sheets. All right, so good luck.